Hello. My name is Azat Mardan. Welcome to Node University Short Lectures. In the series of the short lectures, we are getting to the point when you might ask a question. So how do I use Node.js? Good point. There are 3 commands how to execute Node.js code. Not many people know that there are 3 commands, not just one. So let's start with the first one. First command is just node, N-O-D-E, node. So you go into your command prompt or your terminal application if you are on Mac, as I am, and then you type node and you press enter and boom, you are entering a different world. This magical and mysterious world is called Node REPL. REPL stands for read, evaluate, print loop. What does it do? It will take your node code, node command, usually just the one statement, but you can copy paste many statements, and it will evaluate it. Evaluation means execution, so it will try to execute it. Maybe there is an error, maybe there is no, but it will try to run it. It will try to execute it, and then if there is an output, if there is a result, it will print it back. It will print it back if you're returning something, if that function or method is giving you some value back. If no, then it will say undefined. So that's why it's called REPL, read, evaluate, print loop, REPL. Or console or node shell, node console, node shell, some of the other names. I often use it to quickly test some functions such as strings functions, array functions, and regular expression. It's quickly to start up. You just type some code, execute some code. You can even import modules. You can create variables, import modules, but of course there is no place to save your code. You always have to either copy it from somewhere else or you have to type it, which is kind of annoying. The method number 2, which is a little bit better, is to use node space -e and then space your code in the quotes. So it's node space -e. And you provide the code surrounded by quotes. This is inline evaluation. So E stands for eval. Write in that command, in that bash or zsh or command prompt command, you can put your node code. While this is good, well, maybe you're writing a bash script and you don't want to create a separate node file and then launch that file. This shortcut, this alias, this option -e allows you to run that code being in the bash environment. I will use it to quickly validate a node version or to get the environment variable, something simple. Then the third way, the way to launch Node.js code, most of you must be familiar with it. The most popular use case, it's to use a file. So you create a file, let's say it's program.js, and then you would launch that file, you would run that file, node space program.js. So you would tell the file name that has your node code, the file name that you want to run, your script. So Node.js, it's not compiled. That's a good thing. The node command will just interpret your simple plain text file and run that code, evaluate that code. So that's all good. What if your file is not in the same folder? Well, it's easy. Just specify the path. It could be a relative path, meaning the path to the file from the current folder, the folder in which you are right now, in which you are executing this node command. Or it could be an absolute path. An absolute path is even better because there is no way to screw that up. There is no way to make a mistake. But the problem with absolute path, it's not very portable. It's not very mobile. If I give you my path, that would be different on your computer because you're not going to have my folder names, right? So relative path is better for portability when you're building those projects, but the relative path, but the absolute path, it's more robust. You can have both. You can have both if you structure your application properly. We will talk about that in the next episodes. But right now, you've learned 3 ways how to launch Node.js code, and I'll see you in the next episodes.